What led you to work in the mental health field?
So, as I mentioned earlier, I came to Primetime House as an intern, and I believe the year was 2010, 2011, around there. And at that time, I had kind of some family struggles, if you will. And what that means is I had someone in my family who committed suicide. At that point, I was probably 20 years old, young. I never really learned about mental health. I mean, I read about it in books. I was in school, and so you read it out of a book, but that doesn't put a face to what that looks like. I have family who struggled with substance abuse issues. I have somebody in my life who's very close to me who has had numerous suicide attempts, been hospitalized numerous times. And, you know, Primetime House really created an environment where I can learn and I can see what mental health looks like. And by learning to help our members, I learned to help family who suffered kind of similar struggles. And I credit Primetime House for that. I mean, this place gave me a platform to give back to my respective community, but also to be aware and have knowledge around mental health and how to best support people who are struggling. I think more often than not, mental health is stigmatized in the community as people are violent, people are looking to hurt other people, or even in movies, it's very embellished as this person's crazy, or you hear just terminology that shouldn't be used, and that's not the case. These are our brothers, our sisters, our mothers, our fathers, our friends who struggle, and you know, you never really know what's going to happen in your life. I mean, we all have kind of traumatic things that happen to us, and any traumatic event could really trigger something in someone where they don't know how to handle it, and so things happen, and maybe that means a hospitalization, maybe that means they realize that they need some help, or some treatment. And through Primetime House and through the great work that we do here, we provide an avenue for people to seek help.
Perfect.
So I also think it's important to highlight some of the folks who shared throughout this process some of their achievements, because being a staff here has given me kind of a different perspective to watching them grow. And let's take, Sarah, for example. I remember Sarah first coming here, and, she was not really involved, kind of coming in, hanging out, wanted to be on her phone, wanted to be on her iPad. And through time and through engagement, through our model, she really learned some skills. She went into the kitchen. She was preparing lunch. She would come in and do wellness dinner. To this day, she still comes in and does wellness dinner. If she finds out I'm cooking on a Wednesday, Sarah's calling me, letting me know she's coming in after work to give me a hand. Um, and I think sometimes as staff, we don't necessarily always keep that at the forefront, but we cause a lot of change in folks. And without Primetime House, I don't know that that change would be possible. Someone who will speak at another point in time throughout this video, Angelique is someone that I've known for a very long time and grown close with. I consider her a friend. I consider her a part of our family. Um, I've seen her in dealing with kind of psychotic episodes and really not doing well, and not trusting people coming in to support her and help her, not trusting her significant other, but she trusted me. And she knew that if I was here, she would remain safe. And I can't even begin to describe how that feels to know that someone has that much trust in me, um, just to make sure that they're okay.
How about Don?
And Don, look at Don. Don hasn't been with us a whole hell of a long time, but man, his presence is felt. Um, and it's funny, I see Don in the community. And so I saw Don a couple months back, and the first time I saw him, he couldn't. He says he didn't know it was me. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. But he ran the other direction. So I saw him here. I'm like, Don, I saw you. I saw you at the cemetery walking around, and you ran the other way. And he said, "Oh, I didn't know it was you. I didn't know it was you." Um, I saw Don a few weeks ago at the cemetery. He walked up. I introduced him to my daughter. He introduced me to his friend, and through our relationship here, we've built a relationship that will last past here. And again, it just wouldn't be possible without Primetime House, without our program allowing us an opportunity to really learn from one another.